Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are taking a look and unboxing a deck that was requested by one of our Patreon members. So thank you so much for requesting this. I am really excited to actually get into this and learn more about this deck because this was based on Jewish imagery. So I am really excited. I have to show you the packaging that it came into. It's so sweet with the little wax seal here. So nice. And it was padded and fantastic. So this is by Jewitches, Judaica plus Metaphysical Shop. And as always, I will link in the description below where you can purchase this deck should you want to. And whilst you're there, I do have a link tree that will provide you all of my social media links as well as my Etsy shop where I do private readings. So let's get into this. There is a guidebook that is a quick and easy download in a PDF form that will explain a lot more of the imagery here, which I will read from for you guys after we shuffle and pick a card. So this is just the deck and then a little explanation here. So it says about the deck. Ephraim Moses Lilien, 1874 to 1925, was a German Jewish Art Nouveau artist who created stunning works of Jewish art featuring themes of yearning for home, battling with anti-Semitism, and honoring the Torah. He illustrated Judah, a book of biblically themed poems, Songs of the Ghetto, a book of Yiddish poetry by Morris Rosenfield, and Die Butcher der Bible. After his death, his works passed on to the public domain. In an homage to his work and to his love of Judaism, each image has lovingly been restored with edits made to create a divination deck for all to use and enjoy. Some edits are minor, while others include additional art to complete the look. While the deck itself features heavily in Jewish imagery, it can be used and appreciated by anyone, though knowing and understanding the stories can provide a deeper understanding to each card. And like I said, you can download the full PDF of the names and meanings of each card. And how to use. Divination is highly personal. This deck can be interpreted upright, reversed, or sideways using the traditional Rider-Waite, I'm going to add Smith, interpretation, or intuitive reading. The imagery on the cards can also be read independently of the official meanings provided by the free informational PDF online. All right, now that we got a feel for what this deck is about, let's dive in. So this tarot bag, very nice. I really like it. It's very simple, sweet. I love that we can actually have a container for the cards. Oh, look, little stickers. I love stickers. Okay, let me get the plastic wrap off. I'll meet you right back. All right, so here's the back. It is a nice linen-like cardstock, and it's not terribly thin. It kind of reminds me of the bicycle poker cards. I think it's going to shuffle really nicely. And it has just a slight gloss to it, but you can see the texture there. And like I said, this is completely new to me as far as adding Jewish imagery. I'm not going to be familiar with a lot of it, so I'm not going to comment on any of whether it's, you know, quote unquote accurate or not, because I am not gonna know. But I will say I love the dynamic look of this black and white. It's very clear. It's very cool to see how vivid it is. And if I remember correctly, like, you see how this is similar to the Spock Live Long and Prosper. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, it is a Jewish symbol that they use, and I believe it's for protection. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how the Spock came about, because the actor, and I'm totally blanking on his name, he actually is Jewish, and when they were talking about a greeting, he wanted something that was familiar to him and what made him feel like he was at home. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the story. Leonard Nimoy, that is the actor who played Spock in the original 60s, 1960s, or Star Trek. It is beautiful. As someone coming into this not really knowing any of the, like I said, the indicators, it still makes sense to me. Oh, I really like the style of the art. It's different than any other deck that I have that we've reviewed on here. Oh. Oh, love that. I think we've seen a similar version around. For being black and white, it's very dynamic. Oh. Honestly, it's weird. I feel very connected to this deck in, like, I want to say strange, but that's not the correct word, but it's just interesting that I feel connected to it. I feel like there's a lot of parallels in this deck to how I kind of grew up. So I can relate in a way. Oh, I love that. Interesting. There's a lot of really good emotion in here. Oh, it's got kind eyes. Lots of detail. It's interesting how they kind of shift through like different time frames. I know it's based upon the artist's work. That can be a little jarring for me, just a little. If you hear any loud booms, it is not the 4th of July anymore as of filming, but yet they're still having fun with fireworks around the area, so I apologize. And it's still bright outside. There's still a lot of daylight left. I like that all the nights are very similar, like the imagery is similar, I should say. It's always just like the headshot. That's an interesting 3 of Swords. That is a piercing stare. That one makes me uncomfortable. I think as a beginner, you can still utilize this very well. I feel like there's a lot of very similar emotion, energy, a lot of similar symbols. How cute. Well, all right, let's see how it shuffles. Oh, yeah. For me, this is like the perfect kind of cardstock. It is just thin enough to where it's super flexible, but it snaps back. I like the size of the deck. I feel like it's comfortable for most hands. And no matter how you like to shuffle it, it's going to work out nicely for you. All right, can I get a card to read, please? Okay, so we're going to read for the Two of Cups. All right, so I just want to show you, here is the PDF file, and it has a lot of the information in here for you, as well as how to use, but we're going to scroll all the way down to where we need to get for the Two of Cups. Okay, so the Two of Cups, it says Adam und Eva, 1901. Eve hands Adam the fruit standing beneath the tree of knowledge. So upright meaning partnership, mutual attraction, unified love, and reversed self-love, disharmony, distrust, and lack of alignment. So it's just enough information to get you started, to get you by. So if you are a beginner, it will still work for you if you are interested in this deck. And if it's still lacking for you, I always recommend having a reference book for you as well. So a very nicely done PDF. It's about 24 pages, as you can see. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy that it gives you the art and the date it was made. So yay. So my opinion of this is, I think it's a fantastic deck that is different. It's unique. It's special for the Jewish witches out there and the Jewish practitioners just in general. I feel like it is fantastic that there is something specifically for that tradition. I think that's wonderful. And the quality is great. I love the just the dynamic feel of how the cards look and the energy coming off of it. The only thing that I would say that kind of gets me is like the time period jumping for some of the cards. Like this is like a, like 1800s. And then we have like angels and, back in the back of the times. So that kind of is a little weird for me, but I'm sure that there's an explanation for all of that in the imagery. However, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's a great deck. The price wasn't bad at all. And the shipping, it took like a week, if that, to get here. So, or maybe a little bit more. But that being said, it was a very easy shopping experience. There's a lot, if you go onto the site, there's a lot of different items in the shop that you can look at that relate to Judaism and Jewish mysticalism, if that is the correct terminology. So, I don't have an issue with this. I think that it's probably going to be hit and miss for a lot of you out there as far as those who practice, because, it might not be for everyone. But as someone who has no knowledge, like the bare minimum knowledge of Judaism, I think that this is really special. It is a deck that kind of feels like it needs to be respected. It's definitely a deck that, like, I feel like this isn't, a frivolous type of a deck. This is, for me, this would be something that I would be asking very serious questions about. This could even be really good for shadow work. But that's just me. But like I said, I don't have an issue with it. I don't really see anything that I would really have to complain about. I think this was a great pick. So thank you so much for suggesting it. If you want your suggestions and your requests for decks on the top of my list, that's a perk of being a channel member or a Patreon. So check out those as well. And the biggest perk of all, you get access to my videos and my content before anybody else does. So if you're itching for those new releases that are coming out, the Patreons and the channel members get them first. So just saying. All right. I would love to know what you think about this deck. And please, 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 I know I shouldn't have to say it, but please be kind and civil in the comments. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you and I like you. And don't forget to, if you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.